What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know. We get it in. Let's see how Theo Paisa Angel gets this one in. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the collective clips. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. Yes. Go! How'd they say it? Puro Chivas, right? Go. Puro Jalisco way. We're about to get this one in, man. I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you guys hit that like. Thank you. I'm very humbled for all your support. So let's get back to Theo Angel. Yo soy Paisa. My Theo was crazy. That vato was down, though. That vato did his prison time. He did his deportation time. He came back. He got deported. He came back. Fuck. ICE would love him. That vato didn't. ¿Qué pasó con pinche hielo? Ice, baby. To go. That vato was fucking gone. It didn't matter how many times they came and snatched his ass up. He always double backed on him. Mazi. That vato got back to Califas quicker than they got back home. By the time that their head hit the pillow, the ICE agents, by the time that they were relaxing, that vato was already cooking carne asada in the backyard, watering the grass. Like, Theo, this morning I see they snatched you up. Mijo, no es nada. Wacha, ¿quieres un taco? Hell yeah, right? That's how his get down was. Wasn't none going to hold him back or hold him down until that brother Roach came around, brother, right? Let me tell you guys. So my Theo went to prison. And he went to prison on a domestic issue. Not with my tia, because my tia would whip his ass. She'd be like, oh, you want to hit me? Son of a bitch. Fuckface number 4. You want to hit me? I'll call my old man from Salina. He'll come, if he's not getting a mamon yet, he'll come over, I'll top him off, and guess what? He'll bop you up. Don't get crazy, asshole. Just because you hit him in the head with the manguera doesn't mean nothing. I know what you're working with, and it's not even close to what a manguera is supposed to be. So let me tell you, Mr. Tic Tac, come here, Mr. fucking Paleta. You don't got what it takes. Okay? So it wasn't my tia. My tia definitely, she's not the one. The motherfucker swing on her, she stays swinging, right? But what happened was he had another old lady. Remember I told you he had a whole nother family? If you guys have watched the old videos, all these guys, my tia gets what they got families. She's not a home wrecker, but she sure could wreck a home, right? So it's not my fault that they're married. They want me. It's because, look at the way, see this hole right here, mijo? Just imagine that it was bigger. Just imagine, right? Now I'm cool. I don't want to imagine that. Well, then fucking think about like if look, realistic. It's in high definition right here. Look at, see the way it claps? See the way, oh shit, right? So I'm going to tell you guys this right now. He got into it with this old lady because Theo Angel was doing the back and forth. Meanwhile, you got the vato from Salas, Theo Big Homie, doing the back and forth. Yeah, Theo Angel always doing the back and forth. And he got into a domestic issue with this old lady. And I'm not going to lie, man. This is going to lose a lot of fans for Theo Angel. But Theo Angel, you know what I'm saying? No, pues no. He put his fucking hands into the mix. And so he ends up catching a prison term. And so what happens is, because of that, he had to do a prison term. And then they were going to deport him. Like that matters, right? Like he wasn't going to fucking dig a hole and come right back. Like if that vato wasn't here, meanwhile, while Trump's over there fucking trying to sell Trump Tower, that vato's already back like, right? He's different. So anyways, my Theo goes into prison and he does time. And guess who happens to be there when he's there on that particular yard? Well, you said it correctly, brother. What you gonna do when Roach is on the yard and the Paisas are doing deals with the woods and he fucking burns you? My Theo was the type that he had a lot of shit going on that we didn't even know about. He was well connected. We'll just say that. And so he gets to a prison yard. And he wasn't the one calling shots for the Paisas because the Paisas don't really have that. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But he was definitely an influence. I'll say that. And this is coming from Roach. My Theo could tell me all day, all long in broken English. No, pues yo shot caller, que caller the shot. I call her the shot. No fucking her mother, I call her the shot. Right? Okay, yeah, you call her the shot. You know what I mean? Call her to go get the shot because that's get. And so Roach is like, hey, brother, I recognize. I'm chilling at Roach's house. He's like, I recognize your uncle. I said, oh, my Theo? Your Theo? Yeah, I know your Theo. I did time with this good motherfucker right there, brother. Look I'm going to tell you what happened with the woods. So there was some Paisas, right? I said, yeah. Why does your stories always start out like that? So there was some Paisas, like they don't exist anymore. Well, brother, after this time on the yard, they didn't. Brother, I'm just being truthful and honest with you. So there were some Paisas, right? And your Theo, he was one of them. There was a little young Paisa, and he decided to burn us, right? And you know, those woods, man, we don't like Mexicans. I'm like, oh shit. So he told this big old story how Theo Angel fucking tried to calm everything down, him and this other big old Paisa from Oaxaca, and that the woods wasn't going out like that. And they sent some shooters and it kicked off between the Paisas and the woods. And that my Theo was slanging with the best of them. And he got a lot of respect for him because Roach said, brother, I could have knifed him. Could have knifed him. Could have put him over there with the blacks and someone would have wifed him. But instead, right, I just ran and I just got on the other dude, right? So I'm like, I call bullshit. How is it that you, out of all the prison yards you could be in, you were there with my Theo? So I called bullshit. Roach was like, I'll go over there to your Theo's house. Wait up. Your Theo stays fucking with that dude? Because I remember one time I was like, I know. You guys had your little thing. She always talks about pencil dick. I know, right? So he's like, no, brother. I'll go confront him. I said, nah, you're not going to confront Theo Angel. Theo Angel's fucking, this is the streets, homie. He'll do some bad shit to you. So one time I was like, all right, fuck it. We'll go over there. It was about a couple weeks later, man. They're barbecuing, doing their thing. It was Theo Angel's niece. It was her birthday, so they decided to do it in the dog shit backyard. I don't know why. We could have went to the rancho. It was bomb over there. But whatever. So he's barbecuing carne asada. My Theo, hey, he's like, a Paisa stays working. They stay working. De Vato will be flipping fucking carne. He has the hose over here. Says, que he's over there digging a hole with his fucking boot, the tip of his boot. Getting shit done. I'm like, Theo, why are you doing that with your book? Because I'm going to plant a tree. I want to plant a tree for limones. ¿Sabes qué? For the limones, for the tacos. And ¿sabes qué? I wash it out with the manguera. So he's getting his on. Hey, he's going with the bumping los bookies. He's going. He's just making tacos with one hand. Getting his. My Theo's like, look at what he does with. Imagine what he does with both feet. There's been this one. Look at his big toe is phenomenal. His fucking big toe, the way it wiggles is phenomenal. His big toe doesn't do this. His shit does this. It goes side to side. He's ambidextrous, right? I'm like, yeah, that's not what that means. That's what it meant last night and every other night until kingdom comes. I kingdom. Come in my kingdom. No, I don't. I'm cool with your kingdom. So anyways, Roach came through. I invited him like, hey, bro, you can come over and chill. We're having a little birthday party for my Theo's niece and shit. He was like, how's the niece look, brother? Like, is she attainable? I was like, I mean, she's all right, but you know what I'm saying? She's not all that. You know, she was turning 22, and so it was not a big deal. I was like, she's not all that. Her nose is all fucked up. Anyway, it looked like fucking she got it broken, and they fixed it, and then it broke again. So he's like, well, brother, I love a broken nose. I love a good broken nose. I love a esa. I said, they're called Mexicanas. Yeah, I like Mexicanas too. All right, I'll come through, brother. Theo Angel there because I want to confront him. I said, don't confront him, bro. Just talk to him. So when Roach came, hey, my Theo dropped everything. That fool dropped the water hose. He dropped the fucking spatula on the ground, picked it up, cleaned it off with the water hose, put it up there, right? But his foot kept on digging. Because I think that vato was committed to that lemon tree. And so he's like, hey, ¿qué pasó con este gabacho, right? Basically, he was saying, what's up with this white guy? I was like, oh, that's the homie Roach. No, pues I know, pues he beat up my homie. I beat him up. I said, oh, don't beat him up. Puro Jalisco, ese, what do you call? They run back. They run there, then they run back. Like, when I come over there, I run back. Oh, Shane wants to get his run backs. So Roach comes walking up. What's up, brother? Hey, you don't remember me from the yard? Straight to it. Roach just spun out the game. My Theo's looking, no, it's crank. It's crank. Yeah, it's crank. He's on crank, right? So Roach comes walking up. What's up, brother? I remember we were in the yard together. You remember we got into that little melee, us and the Paisas? And my Theo's like, yo soy Paisa. He's like, oh, I know you're Paisa. What I'm saying is this, brother. You can't blame the white man for what that fucking little fucker did. I'm like, oh, shit. Ricky's like, well, was he disrespecting my dad? I'm going to take Ricky, that's your homeboy. You're the one that introduced us to Roach. Hey, what's up, Roach? But you can't be disrespecting my dad like that. He's like, brother, I thought your dad looked like a catfish. That ain't your dad. I know your dad. Your fucking dad's he's a solid motherfucker, brother. This dude right here, he's solid too, but he got a punch. Packs a punch. I seen him hit one of my homies and send him flying, right? So Theo Angel said, no, come into my house, disrespect. No disrespect. I said, disrespect? How you say, mijo? How you say? Disrespect. No, say again, one more time. Disrespect. No disrespect. And so that fool's like, brother, look, I'm not trying to disrespect you, or is that how you say it? Well, say it slow for a wood. Okay, disrespect. I'm not trying to disrespect you, but I'm just, we were on the yard together, brother. It's all good, right? So I was like, hey, how was my deal for real, though? He goes, no, he's a good fucker, bro. This fucker can sew his ass off. He used to sew baby cuts for the Southsiders like nobody's business, right? Which I've seen that done before, so now the Paisas get down. So my deal's like, okay, whatever. They talk it out. It's no big deal. For a minute there, I thought he was going to hit Roach with the secret weapon, the tip of the manguera, but it never happened. And so my deal put the music back up, and he got back to, and Ricky's over there in the corner, whopping, whopping. He loved him some fucking corridos. Ricky be like, whooping, put on that one from Los Tucanes de Tijuana. Which one? La Piñata. And then we can go in the back and hit a piñata. We can get candy. I'm going to stop it. Right? So my dad's like, what happened with Roach? Pencil Dick. How are you doing, Pencil Dick? Tell your mom I said, bitch. Right? I'm like, oh, shit. So everyone's having a good time. So I'm thinking, man, is my Theo really down in prison? Like, I have the ultimate respect for my Theo. I got love for him. To this day, doesn't matter who my Theo's with, that's my Theo. That's the one. No matter what boyfriend she has, what black dude she meets, it doesn't matter. He is my Theo. Family member, like he's the one. He's the Paisa she brought home that just stood. Hey, many Paisas have come and go, but none have lived long enough to tell the tale. And none of them have the stamina nor the ambidextrous, as that dude does, to fucking wiggle his way back. He got deported 10 times. He was back every time. That's why I'm not tripping. Like, Vato's like, they're deporting, they're breaking up families. That Vato's will be back by 5 o'clock tonight. You are out there protesting. By the time you get home, they're already home. Eating sopita, fideo. Taca, pues, mira, este pocho pinche chicano, huevón. Right? Puro Jalisco, way. That's just how it really is. That's truth. So anyways, I was like, whatever. So a few months later, I get caught up, right? I get caught up. Man, I forgot. I think it was an assault charge, something, man. I ended up going to Sandy Mush, which is the road camp. And the last person I'm expecting to see on that yard is my Theo. Now, the way it worked in this place, this was pre-structured gangster fucking burpees all day. It wasn't like that with Norteños. Norteños all kicked it together, but it wasn't like, hey, homie, I'll fucking kill you if you don't do a burpee. It wasn't like that. It was more relaxed. It was more lax back then. It was more, you homie? Yeah, you homie. Boom, got good paperwork. You were chilling. You want to do some push-ups? Not really. Me either. I just said that, bro. That cool. It was one of those moves, right? And the Paisas that were there, and there was a lot of Paisas because there's a lot of Paisas in Los Baños, Dos Palos, Gustin, El Nido. They work out in the fields, right? Not really many from Merced. There are some, but not. You won't find too much because the only thing they do in Merced is smoke, crank, or sell it. So it wasn't really like that. But one of my homies was there who was a Paisa, right? I've told a story about him, and I got a story to tell about him tomorrow of him and Theo Angel. But his name was El Champion. Now, this is my boy. For those of you that don't know about El Champion, we found this Vato fucking trying to steal a goat. This Vato was with the shenanigans in the business. He actually became from my neighborhood. And when I say Paisa, I mean like a real one. Not just a Paisa that cuts his hair bald and tries to get tattoos and that gangster. He was nothing like that. He was like he was fucking hairy chest, cajenas. He was that one. He was the dude that didn't eat at the taco truck, that worked at that motherfucker, right? Puro mal salsa. He was the real one. And he was there with us doing time. So all the little Paisas that were cool with him, because it didn't matter. Champion was a northerner, but he was a Paisa too. So he would kick it with the Paisas and the homies, right? And he's like the one that got a pass. It didn't matter because he just, yo no soy sureño. If he's seen the south side, he was going to get on their head, right? But everyone else he was cool with. So because he had a few little Paisa homies, everybody were all cool. And he says, hey, your tío's here, right? He spoke broken ass English. Hey, fuck your mother. He was Canelo Englished out, right? Hey, your tío's here. I said, what tío? Or I'm thinking one of my gang related tíos. He was like, Angel. I said, Angel's here? I never did time with Angel here. He says, yeah, he's on the other dorm. I tried to pull it to my dorm. I said, yeah, pull him to your dorm. You got to understand, being from California, you understand what I'm saying? That's the type of dialect you understand. I pull it to my dorm. I say, yeah, pull him to your dorm, bro. He says, yeah, no problem. Hey, you got a sopita? I said, yeah, I got you. Because your tío's over there, no deodorant, stink. You should have deodorant? Yeah, I got you, right? So, bam, here comes my tío looking like the fucking lead singer of Los Tucanes walking out, right? This vato didn't even have a cowboy hat on, but it just looked like he did. It's an optical illusion. He wore a cowboy hat so much that even when he didn't have one on, it looked like he was wearing one. That vato would find a hat, turn one this way, one the other way, and Sasuke make a cowboy hat, right? He was just different. And so he comes walking, mijo. I'm like, shh, this is jail, bro. You can't do, they're going to think you're boning me or something. Stop. What's up? He's like, how's your tia? And I hadn't seen this fool for a minute. I'm like, what are you doing locked up? Like, what happened? No, pues, I got cabo droga. You know, they deport me again. I'm like, oh, fuck, tío. They're going to deport you. I come back. Before you get out of jail, I get out, I come back. I'm like, no, you're going to go to prison this time, right? And he did. He ended up catching a case and going to prison for a few years. Get deported and came right back. But this time he never came back. This was like one of the final times that I seen him. I seen him one other time after this. But anyways, so we're kicking back. And what had happened was the good old woods, brother. It seems like the woods and the Paisas always seem to like tangle. And especially in Merced County, man, though, there's not very many woods like that are like woods. They're just regular white guys. But there was two twins. They were brothers. They're pretty well-known woods out there. And one of them actually hooked up with and she wasn't a CO. She was a free staff. Ended up marrying her. He like would get locked up and he thought his shit didn't stink. Because, oh, man, I knocked me a CO. And then you didn't knock a CO. You knocked a free staff that worked in the kitchen. Stop it, right? But he was cool. Him and his twin brother were real cool. His twin brother was really the tweaker one that was really cool to me. The other one was a little bit more diva-ish, right? Remind me of Blue Devil. So anyways, we're kicking back. And he was like, hey, you know that Paisa over there, the brother, the one that wears the two hats sideways, that try to make it like cowboy hat, the weird one. I was like, hey, that's my uncle. He's like, hey, no disrespect, bro, but yeah, that dude keeps me mugging my brother, and they're going to have to catch that fate. They're going to have to see each other. I said, are you sure about that? He said, yeah. Okay. I'm jumping in. Look, I don't give a fuck what you guys say. That's my family. That's my Theo. He's an older gentleman. No, he wasn't that old, but he was older than me, right? I'm jumping in. I don't give a fuck, brother. This is the one time the woods, you're going to get it, right? I said, I'm jumping in my mind. So we all walk to the dorm. They release everyone. This is how it used to be in Sandy Much. They release everyone. Everyone's out there mixing and mingling. And these two white brothers, they're down, though. They walk up they confront my Theo. And my Theo, the only problem was my Theo, the way he looked, he had like a mean look all the time. But it wasn't that he was just thinking about maybe, I wish I could paint. I wish I could paint. Like he wants to do work, right? So one of them, the brother's like, hey, man, you're looking at me crazy? My Theo said, Viva Mexico, cabrones. Yo soy mexicano. I was like, oh, shit, I could hear him yelling. And I ain't gonna lie, I took off running and I just hit one of the brothers. Not the one that was talking because my Theo would deal with him. I hit the other one. Boom. He fell right. Other Northerners are like, oh, shit, what's going on? The whites and the Northerners. Whites started fucking tripping. So, brother, fuck Norte. I was like, oh, shit, right? Boom, 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 boom. My Theo's like, you no disrespect. You disrespect. I said it right. Say it one more time, mijo. Say it. Disrespect. Disrespect me. No disrespect me. He's getting off. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. We handled our business. I ended up getting out. I got out like, I think it was a week and a half later. He ended up going to prison, right? I told my Thea, hey, I was there with Theo Angel. She was like, no, mijo, we've been looking for him. And I said, hey, when you talk about him, it's mijo this and mijo that. You know, when you talk about, hey, Thea, can I make a burrito? No, man, you're fucking my food stamps up because I have $30 left to my name and it's only the 7th. What am I gonna do, mijo? Sell pussy? I don't know what you're gonna do. I mean, can I get a taco? So you could have a taco only because we're related. If we weren't, you know, then shit. Now you're gonna make me go out and sell my taco to feed you a taco. I don't get down like that. So, anyways, I told you, yeah, he's gonna get deported and all that. Oh, that's normal. It's fucking normal. He'll be back before you know it. Yeah, I'm sure he will. Anyways, my boy Champion is there, right? Man, Champion was knocking fools out until he got slept. That about to go like, Juarez. Chihuahua. I thought I was fucking having dreams of him of being on Juarez on the frontera. Some white dude slept in, man. It was a nice little melee. It was a cool little one. I ain't gonna lie, it was about half and half. Half the Paisas got knocked down, half the white dudes got knocked down, man. I got my little issue. Me and my Theo were doing our thing, and then I bounced. And what happened was they put us on like a lockdown for a couple of days, and I could see my Theo because he was in a different dorm, but it's all glass in the front, like glass. So I was over there communicating, what's up, Theo? I didn't know sign language and all that bullshit back then. I was still new to the game, right? So I'm looking at him like, what's up? My Theo's like, no disrespect. Anyways, with that being said, I actually got to do time. I've done time in my life with two of my Theos. With my Theo Joe, I've told you guys a story. We're in Tracy together. I don't know if I've ever told a story about the worst time in our lives that we've ever both experienced. We experienced in Tracy prison. If I have told that story, I'll retell it again, man. It's a crazy one, right? I think I'll do that, Theo Joe, tomorrow and tell that one. And Anyways, we're going to get into some more shenanigans today. I got a Super Norteño coming up, and I'm also going to tell you guys about Champion and Angel. Oh, they tore some shit up. They about this and that motherfucker like, they were like Key and Pill. They were hula hooping some shit. I'm just saying though, if you guys like these, hit a 1, stay interactive, go to Gunners Collective TV, watch the videos that I dropped there, and I appreciate all the support. Thumbs up or thumbs down. See, Heavy's going to be the head that wears this Nets crown, and I'm going to continue to, what do I say? I'm going to continue to strive and struggle and strive for what I truly believe in. I forget my own shit sometimes. I'm for all the gente, man, all the people, regardless of what you think. Hater, the gun.